Guys, I am getting ready to head out to the grocery store. I have my Plexus tank top on and just wanted to do a quick little video on what to do when you get a new customer. So first, what I do, and they reach out to me and say, hey, I ordered Plexus. I say, great, that's awesome. I can't wait to hear your results. I'm going to send you an email with some instructions. If you just get a random order, then I just send the email. And then if I don't hear back from them, I follow up on whatever way we had been communicating before and say, hey, I sent you an email. Just wanted to make sure you got it. That way, you want to make sure they know how to take their products. You don't want somebody to get the products and not know how to take them and have a bad experience and quit before they really even start. So what I do, I have a little friend down here. What I do is send an email. My first little chain of action is to send an email with, I'll put the template in the team files, but it basically has their customer number, the email and number to customer service, their auto order date, and my website, and a few little tips. And then I start that email out with a personal paragraph, and I basically say, hey, this is what I send to new customers. If you have any questions, let me know. Really quick, this is how you take your products. And I put, slim in 8 to 12 ounces of water, and I continue with whatever products they're taking. If they've ordered Triplex, which that is the #1 thing I recommend, I make sure I tell them to start slow, 1 ProBio 5 at night, 1 BioCleanse at some point during the day. And then I say, you know what, if you have a history of constipation, you may want to start with BioCleanse only until you're regular and then add in ProBio 5. And then I take the opportunity to say a very short little clip on a little bit about yeast die-off. I want to give them enough information that if they start having that, they know, okay, this is normal, let me talk to Rachel. But not so much that they're overwhelmed or freaked out or scared. So I'll say, sometimes as the yeast in your body dies due to the ProBio 5, you can have different, we call it yeast die-off symptoms. And I'll list a couple. Like some people have constipation or diarrhea, maybe a rash. There's different things. I actually didn't have any. Some people don't have any. Some people have some. It's common. It's normal. It's a good thing, even though it's a little annoying. It should pass in a couple of weeks, but reach out to me if you have any questions. And then I attach the How to Take Plexus Products document. I'll put that in the team files if it's not already there. And I attach the Kicking Candida or Kicking Yeast, I forget what they called it, document if they order Triplex. And then I send that. If they respond with questions, obviously you talk to them. So you're going to have some customers that have lots of questions and some that have none. And this is one of my other really big tips when it comes to potentials, customers, ambassadors all across the board, is knowing your people. Not everybody is going to want a dissertation. Some people are going to want every drop of information you have, and some people could care less and just want to know how to take their products. So it's really knowing who you're working with so that you don't overwhelm them and that you give them what they want. In terms of information. So after that initial email, again, knowing my person, I will follow up either 3 days after they've gotten their products or maybe a week after they've gotten their products, depending on our relationship and depending on what they've ordered and such. So I will check in, hey, I just wanted to see how your first couple days on the products went. If they are a weight loss customer, I always say, it's still very early for weight loss, but I just wanted to check and see if you had any questions or if you've noticed anything else. That way it puts in their mind from the very beginning, okay, it's not an overnight quick fix, it's about health. I'm going to notice other health things, not just weight loss, and then it opens up the dialogue for other things that they're noticing that are not weight related. So I follow up 3 days to a week later, and then I'll follow up, depending on our conversation, depending on how it's going, 1 to 2 more times before the end of the month. So somebody that has a lot of questions, that's very interactive, maybe I'll follow up 3 days after their order, a week and a half after their order, and right before their next auto ship. Somebody that's very self-sufficient, maybe 1 week after they've ordered and right before their auto ship. No matter what, I always follow up right before their auto ship so they know, hey, my products are coming. I always say, hey, wanted to check in. How was your first month? What are you experiencing? I'd love to hear how the products are working for you, and I wanted to remind you that your auto ship is going out on this date. You never want somebody to get an order that they didn't want, even if they love the products and for whatever reason they didn't need another shipment yet. Maybe they went on vacation and forgot their products, whatever reason. Nobody likes having a charge on their credit card that they didn't expect. You don't want to be grimy. You don't want to hope for the PV and hope they don't notice. I am a huge fan of making sure everybody knows their auto ship is going out. Let me know if you need help changing or canceling it. And I don't go into details on how to do that. If they get back to me and say, okay, I want to cancel or I want to change, then I talk with them on how to do it. It's all about short, sweet, simple, to the point. So that is my chain of action in following up with a customer. You also want to make sure you're doing this with your new ambassadors. ambassadors. Many ambassadors will sign on for wholesale cost, so they're essentially a customer at wholesale cost. So you want to do the same thing with your ambassadors, and even if you have an ambassador that's a business building ambassador, you want to still incorporate the product follow-up with them, because many people are starting the products at the same time they're starting the business. Now, if you have a customer that has been a customer for 6 months and then they sign on as an ambassador, that's obviously a little different. But it's always super key and very important to follow up and be on top of the relationship side of the whole thing when it comes to customers and ambassadors. I hope you guys have a great day, and let me know if you have any questions.